Hi, this is Luke. Welcome to Be Successful, the place where you always leave smarter than you came. Because we saw an increased interest on your part for the uPark project, we decided to continue this series and deepen the subject. We received a lot of messages from you with questions, especially related to the NFTs of those from uPark. So today we decided to clarify all these curiosities that you have. Stay with us, and for sure by the end you will find out everything you need to know about NFTs from uPark. Let's start by pressing the like button, so that the YouTube algorithm can take this video to as many people as possible. And if by the end you're not happy with the video, feel free to take your like back. Let's do a very brief recapitulation of what uPark means. This is just a short reminder for those who have seen the first video. And if you haven't seen the video yet, I sincerely recommend that you watch that one first by clicking the link on the screen right now. Then come back to this video with more context. uPark is a blockchain project built on the Elrond network, probably the best performing network we currently have available. Low fees, high speed of transaction execution, and the enormous number of transactions that Elrond can process make this network one that is hard to compete with. I don't want to deviate from our topic of discussion. If you want to know more about Elrond, you can find a lot of videos on our channel. Therefore, uPark aims to solve a problem that has plagued cities for many decades, and is a problem that seems to be getting bigger and bigger. If you live in a medium or large city, you certainly know what it means to find a parking space. You must have been late for meetings or important appointments because you did not find a parking space in time. Or, on the contrary, you went an hour before to make sure you could find a parking space and you're not late, and you found parking exactly where you needed it, but you arrived an hour early. The problem with parking places is that they're insufficient, and the time required to find a place is very unpredictable. Nowadays, we all know how important every minute is. We all struggle to streamline our schedule and manage to check off as many things as possible on our to-do list daily. But for an appointment at the dentist, at the lawyer, at an institution, or business meeting in the city, you often have to reserve half a day for an hour's work. And this happens many times because you don't know how quickly, but also how close to the place you want and will find parking. So you can look for parking for half an hour or even an hour, because you have to go around whole kilometers on narrow one-way streets with hellish traffic that is also made up of people looking for parking. Or you can find parking for half of the walking time from the place where you have to work. But there are also unfortunate cases in which you look for parking until you lose your patience, and in the end, you have to park at an enormous distance from the place where you have work, so you manage to fill yourself with nerves. A large part of the traffic in cities is generated by drivers who turn around looking for parking, and who go 5 kilometers per hour in order to not miss any possible free parking spaces. But the biggest source of pollution in cities is traffic. If we can move the factories outside the residential areas, we cannot move the traffic, because the people have work to do there. Therefore, whoever manages to solve the challenge of optimizing the parking spaces will manage to eliminate a large part of the pollution from the cities, a large part of the driver's stress, but also a large part of their time. This is exactly what uPark aims to do with the help of blockchain technology. But what's the deal with NFTs? That's why you open this video. We now begin to illuminate. In principle, each NFT will represent a physical parking space. uPark token owners who participate in staking will be eligible to take part in the NFT campaign. A part of the available parking spots in each city will be digitally represented as NFTs, with different rarities corresponding to different reward levels. Each NFT will virtually represent a physical parking spot and provide its owner with several benefits, thus creating multiple revenue streams as follows. Different rarity levels will receive corresponding airdrop pools. NFT owners will be able to receive rewards through staking, and also can earn rewards from restaurants, banks, and other partners by offering advertising space on owned NFT parking spots through the uPark app. As each NFT will represent a physical parking spot, it will have geolocation details describing that physical space. This can be utilized for advertising by, for example, nearby restaurants with whom uPark has advertising agreements. A user who parks in that particular spot can receive ads from those restaurants. Part of the generated ad revenue will go back to the NFT owner. Another way to earn rewards is through personal NFT marketplaces. Some NFTs will become personal NFT marketplaces. Those who use the uPark application to park in a particular spot will be shown the NFT collection connected to that parking spot, based on geolocation data once parked. Now they will have the possibility of making transactions, buy, and becoming NFT owners promoted to that particular spot. The owner of the main parking spot NFT will also receive royalties. NFT owners will also be able to vote on core uPark decisions through a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, with different voting levels based on NFT rarity. Thus, all NFT owners will become decision makers through the DAO based on the level and number of NFTs they own. I hope I have answered all the questions related to NFTs from uPark. Do not hesitate to write in the comments all the questions you have related to this project, because we will definitely come back with a new update, and then we will also answer all relevant questions in the comments. I'm curious to know, what is your opinion about uPark? Tell me this in the comments, and don't forget to press the like button to find parking more easily when you have work in the city. Send this video to your friends who hate looking for parking spaces, and let's all enjoy the results that this bold project will bring to our lives if everything goes according to plan. In the meantime, don't forget that you can find us on all your favorite social platforms. We are waiting for you there to debate important and interesting topics. Be sure to follow us everywhere because we post different strategies across different social media platforms. Thank you for your support. And don't forget, until next time, take care of your money.